Welcome back to the HBC News continuous coverage of the 2010 Heritage Olympics. The quest for the gold has begun and the race couldn't be any tighter. Never has the world seen two more finely tuned athletes. But where did it all begin? We here at HBC News took some time to revisit the past of these two athletic phenoms just to see what it was that got them to the pinnacle on which now they stand. Meet Michael Jason Stevens. Born in Troy, New York in 1978, Michael was an unusual baby and his parents knew he was special right from the start. There were many uncertainties about this child, but one thing was very certain, and that's that he was one of a kind. Growing up, Mike excelled in many athletic events, including football and basketball, but his one true passion was track and field. Described by his teammates as the Blue Blaze, Mike made a name for himself in upstate New York. Well liked among his classmates, he was even voted nicest eyes among his senior class. After graduating high school, Mike met the love of his life and got married. Today, Mike and Wendy have 3 children, and Mike has never been more focused or determined to win the gold. His daily regimented routine and strict disciplined diet make him a physical anomaly. Mike is determined that 2010 is his year and warns that he will crush any who stand in his way. Now let's meet Robert Vincent Salzberg. Born in 1963 in Latham, New York, Rob was blessed with bright red hair. A model student and citizen, Rob seemed to have the golden touch. Graduating at the astounding age of 14, Rob was way ahead of the game. He even grew facial hair before the rest of his classmates. A few years later, Rob married his high school sweetheart, Brenda, and they went on to have 2 children. As their children began to grow, Rob took an interest in a new endeavor. No longer being challenged by academia, Rob took on the world of sports. Being a lover of the outdoors, Rob took on snowmobiling and hockey, and in the evenings, a good game of bowling. One thing was sure is that his 7- and 9-year-old boys were no match for his athletic prowess. Being more confident than ever, Rob began to hit the track. Starting each day at 6 a.m. with a healthy breakfast, Rob's focus is more intense than ever before and is sure that he will win the gold. I had a chance to sit down with these 2 fine athletes and ask them a few questions to determine just what is the secret to their great success.
I wake up every morning, I eat 6 donuts, I eat 6 pieces of pizza for lunch, and then every night I come home and eat at Wendy's.
Start off the day with a dozen donuts. In the middle of the day for lunch, I have a half a dozen donuts. If you're wondering what I have for dinner, I have a 2 dozen donuts. And if you're wondering what I have for dessert, donuts!
Nobody else to thank? Myself. I love me for me.
My physique, as you can see. These are my pipes, my towers, and my abs.
Dream on, son. It ain't gonna happen.
It's a good goal, but it's an unachievable goal.
It's the power of 1. It's a formula I put together myself. Do 1 sit-up, 1 push-up, 1 jumping jack, and a 1-second jog.
It's an ancient Chinese secret. Kai Fara. It means release the donut. I don't do it for the money.
I don't do it for the fame.
I do it for the love of the game.